Good morning, Quad Cities, and happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the work week. Still expecting a little more cloudiness today, but it's still going to be nice and warm as temperatures get close to the 80-degree mark again. I'll show you what future track looks like because we're still also including the opportunity for a stray shower. Very scattered though. Notice the coverage on this is really cut down compared to what it looked like yesterday. So most of us will plan on being dry for the afternoon. A little shower this evening possible, but then the overnight is dry. I would actually open up the windows too. We're down to 58. This is beautiful sleeping weather. Tomorrow could see a quick little isolated storm as we go into the early afternoon, but I think the rest of the day is dry. A little more on the cloudy side, but still warm with readings near 80 degrees. This is new. Severe storm zones. We've kind of upped the threat a little bit here as we go into Saturday and again on Sunday. So let's start with storm zone number 1. This is for Saturday night. That activity coming in around midnight. It's a 1 out of 5 for the entire Quad Cities, a 2 out of 5 a little bit further to the south. We're expecting perhaps up to quarter-size hail. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Also can't rule out an isolated tornado either. Now on Sunday, this threat is going to move a little bit further to the north and to the west. And it does include the Iowa Quad Cities for the threat for severe weather, especially later Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. There you see the red zone right here, expanding a little bit. So this is something we're going to keep a very close eye on. Let me show you a first look at what some of the computer guidance is kind of hinting at here in terms of the coverage and the timing. So let's start with Saturday. This is 9 a.m. And there you see that isolated storm potential just before noon. But I really think that's going to grow as it goes further southeast and leave us alone for the majority of our Saturday. We're going to see highs near 80 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, that's when things get really interesting. And this is kind of an ominous view in terms of what could potentially happen. You've got this complex of thunderstorms that really takes off along and north of Interstate 80, and it does something that we call back building, meaning we get repeated rounds of storms that keep developing on the western flank of this, and they move over the same area over and over again. That's a heavy rain signal. This is the only model, by the way, that's indicating this is a possibility, so we got to take this with a grain of salt. But I am concerned that the potential is at least there, especially because we're in major flood stage. So we're going to watch the radar carefully and see if this develops Sunday morning. Either way, whatever model you look at, Sunday morning is stormy. It's just a matter of how stormy is it. But it looks like sunrise Sunday, that's out of here. We open up the floodgates to the heat. That's going to push us well into the 80s. Actually, some low 90s are now likely southwest of the Quad Cities. Then can we use that heat energy during the day to build some explosive storm development coming in Sunday night from the north and west? The timing would have that coming in after dark, with also, again, the threat for damaging winds and hail. So let's put this on the timeline for the weekend because there's so many dry hours. It's not going to be a problem for you to get, something done outside. Notice most of Saturday is dry. I'm just putting in that isolated chance because of that little disturbance coming in early in the afternoon, but most of the day, again, storm free. Not so much Saturday night into early Sunday. That's when you can expect that stronger line of storms, a little break by Sunday morning and afternoon, and then one more round of potentially strong storms into Sunday night. So this rainfall right here, again, is worst case scenario, that we do get multiple rounds of those storms, and this includes what happens on Sunday night and Monday morning too. That's a widespread 3 to 5 inch rain. That's what we do not want to see. So I want folks that live along the Mississippi River to remain on guard through the weekend because we're still in major flood stages. That rain comes in here, and none of these dots right here include the rain potential that we could see. This is all based on average rainfall. So take all of this here with a grain of salt. Again, we're very vulnerable this weekend. If we end up getting that heavy rain, that could cause a very, very quick spike on those river levels as we head into early next week. Now, we do get a little break in the rain Tuesday and Wednesday now appearing dry before the active storms will pick up Thursday into Friday. If you don't have it already, download the News 8 app or the Storm Track 8 app. That way you can track the storms as they come in your hometown this weekend.